isn't on?
No, and he's not answering my text messages.
Okay. All right. Figure out how to do this. I guess I will call to order the City of Trinidad Historic Preservation Commission meeting on October 9th. It is 5:33 p.m. First up is roll call.
All right. Matthew?
Here.
Lisa?
Here.
Chris?
Here.
All right. Carlos and Derek are absent.
Second item is public comments. Any public comments? I don't think so. On to item 3, approval of the minutes for September 24th.
I think we're going to have to roll those over because you weren't here.
I wasn't here. One thing I was going to notice is I'm listed as being present on that.
I thought I had pushed you down to absent. There's no space in between.
I'll double check.
Yeah.
I'll double check. I thought it was all in one.
No,
List.
absent is right here on yours.
Oh, I see. It's over there. Okay.
Yeah, no
I see.
gap.
I didn't see that. All right. Cool. Well, then we'll have to move that on to the next meeting. And item 4, public hearings. We have one for the landmarking of 316 Chestnut Street. And Judith Apodaca.
Thank you. Okay, this is our house. I call it my castle. It's right by the courthouse.
Okay.
In Chestnut. Everybody knows us from all our flowers and stuff, and they love it. So. Everybody stops. We met everyone in town from that. That's the original floors, right there. We planted gardens all around it. 16 rose bushes. We added to that since.
There you go.
See, the original floors, and they have the original, right there, it's the gas, where you used to light the gas. Those are still in the walls and stuff.
Oh, like gas lighting?
Huh?
Like gas lighting?
Yeah.
Overhead gas lighting?
From back in the day, yeah. So, and that's one of the bay windows inside that tower part.
She wanted to show the original flooring.
Yeah.
That's the last picture. Yeah.
I love my original form. And do they have the paperwork that I gave you?
Yes, they have a
Okay.
copy of all the paperwork.
And then I got new paperwork.
Let me read your executive summary real fast.
Uh-huh.
The applicant has applied for the local landmark designation of historic property at 316 South Chestnut Street, which is historically known as Wise House, built in 1892 by the first owner, Maurice Wise. Mr. Wise is known to be the first Jewish merchant to settle in Trinidad. The original home use of this building was a family home as well as store merchant. There was a sign in front of the building which stated M. Wise and Company, dry goods, clothing, hardware, groceries, liquors, boots and shoes. The applicant provided has been completed and based on the criteria outlined in the Trinidad Municipal Code section 14-171.
Was there any additional
Oh, okay.
information you want to present about it, or?
Actually, during the Rad Festival, because they come down my street past my house, and on the corner the flaggers are and stuff, and I actually walked out and she called me over because she said I gave her flowers last year and it was her birthday and she appreciated that, so I gave her some again. But anyways, she talked to me for a minute and then she sent me all of this.
Okay.
Her dad wrote this book by Morris F. Taylor.
Yeah, I've read that, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, they have
Then you
that
know
black-
about the Weiss family then.
Yeah, they have that.
It's all over it, yeah, because it says that, the present church occupying the priest's good friend Maurice Weiss, who was the first Jewish merchant in Trinidad. See, she sent me these from the book. So, there's one. And then he did a lot. I mean, he helped build this whole city, really. Because it says, okay, let's see. It talks about McFarland's Quick Step Mill on the north side of the river. It ran past Felipe Baca's big fort-like place on the river bottom. The county commissioners in March 1871 appointed Maurice Weiss and Jacob Bernard and Alexander Hatch as special street viewers to arrange that the street reach the river's south bank in a more direct line. So they had to fix the streets so they weren't just everywhere. So that's part of building the whole town, you know what I mean? And let's see what else they had here. Directly across the principal street were the premises of M. Weiss and Company, also general merchants and advertisers in the Pueblo paper. And then it says that between the store of M. Weiss and Company and the convent was the Butcher Corral, also owned by Weiss and perhaps named from the butcher shop and bakery next door to the general store. So there's a lot here on that. And
Yeah, there's no doubt, he was definitely an early,
yeah, he
resident
was
and
here
everything.
early.
I'm curious about the house itself.
Yes.
I was looking at the pictures, and it looked like there had been some changes made to it, maybe some additions, or
I think they did one in I don't know what year it was.
it says here the house has undergone moderate alterations, including stuccoing of the second story, alteration of the porch and balcony, in addition on the rear, and some window alterations.
Huh. Well,
I
I
mean-
know they had to put some new windows in, but I don't know
Well,
when they did that.
the next line there says local landmark eligibility not eligible. Is that because of the changes, Tara? Is that
No, I
relevant?
thought that.
That was for something else, I think.
Yeah, because they put on here, it's on
Yeah.
it's on the National Register of Eligibility. I think it's because it's not it can't be nationally registered because it's not locally registered.
Okay.
And
Because
this is like
it's listed in the,
no property record. But this says it was built in 1882, or 1880.
Yeah, there's no doubt that it was definitely built a long time ago. I just don't know if those alterations.
But he helped
had
build
any-
like the streets and
Oh,
everything.
yeah, there's no doubt he was significant. I'm just curious about the details of the changes, if that affects the ability of the landmark.
And the temple is kitty corner too. Yeah, it's pretty.
because it was put down on it's the last house on our, in our district.
I always say it's the first.
I guess the way you look at it, it's right on it's right on the border, so.
They drive by us all the time with
Okay, I
when
just,
they drive around. with the
I'm
thing.
not sure, it should.
We wave at
You
everyone.
have a light in your, don't you have a cool light in your window?
Yes. We have a lot of plants. The light in the windows for all the tropical ones. I have a banana plant in there and just all kinds of beautiful plants. And outside, of course.
It does say it's contributing to the Corazon Trinidad district.
Also, as far as the alterations go, it's basically if they alter it so much that it no longer has its historical relevance,
Mhm.
and it's architectural style. So, my opinion, stucco isn't really doing that.
Yeah.
It
It
still
looks like
has
most-
the rocks. I mean,
Right,
it's
it looks
not
like most
stucco.
of it's pretty
Original, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I just wanted to make sure we were considering it correctly.
Mhm.
But
And the people I bought it from owned it for 50 years. So that's pretty long too.
Yeah, I don't know why, it says it's supporting for our district, I don't see why it wouldn't.
and I'm not sure
Well,
exactly.
that is the person that did the survey. That's their opinion.
Yeah.
that
The
it's-
Terrabino's like in our
It
backyard.
was the recommendation.
I see.
And then Frank and Caprice live next door to us. I'm sure you guys probably know. They've been there forever.
Did anybody have any other questions for her?
I don't.
No?
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Stop by, I'll give
You
you a
wanna-
phone. I always hand out roses to people stop and tell us how
Yeah, I'll make-
beautiful it is.
I'll make a motion to approve the landmarking.
I'll second it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Take a vote.
See, Chris,
It'll be worth it.
Yes.
Everybody tells us how beautiful it is all
Matthew?
the time. We're
Yes.
doing a good job. I said,
Lisa,
thank
Yes.
all right, it's approved.
you. Yay.
Thank you very much for
Thank you
applying
guys
and bringing it to us.
so
I really
much.
appreciate it.
It's gonna go in front of city council twice,
Okay.
and then I will let you know when it goes through the final process, and then we'll order your plaque.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you guys so much.
Have a great
Thank
weekend.
you.
Have a good day.
All right. Number 5, items for discussion. The first one is the update on ceremony for landmarking the train and waterworks building. And again, apologies for not being here last week, but I sent Tara an email with some updates. I think she sent that out to you all. And I just, I'll kind of recap that. That Friday, or we were talking about doing it on Friday, November 1st, and I do have the comments reserved for this already from 4 to 7:30 to include setup time and cleanup time. And I was thinking about, I think maybe it would be good to do it like as a come and go sort of thing, not expect people to kind of show up and stay there for an hour or whatever. For mainly because it's First Friday and people tend to kind of travel, and
Yep.
Matthew and I were at First Friday last week, and we're kind of talking about that. So, but I think if we offer refreshments and put out flyers, and go out and try to get people, we'll get some people, to show up. But my thought was to kind of do, well, if we have multiple screens, that would be great, because my thought was to have maybe one sort of running slideshow with some facts about the train and the waterworks building, and then another one that would be showing some of the footage that I found of the steam train running. And a friend of mine's helped me kind of rip those from DVD and put it into a loop. And there's also a YouTube video, without video, of the steam of it actually running in 1959. So it has it like getting up to speed and the whistle and everything. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of maybe have those running on a loop, and then have a couple of like sort of poster board type displays that I wanted to put together, and so it'd be kind of more of a social, whatever.
No.
And I could, talk to people in groups or whatever as people come and go, and and I thought it would be good to maybe have like a handout that had like one side with facts about the steam train, and other side facts about the waterworks building. And then I had also, I just wish I'd followed up on it earlier, but I proposed the idea of maybe having Jeff Montoya put together some video for us, like if he could get inside the waterworks building. I don't know if there's anything there worth looking at, but another idea is I could do some drone video of both of them and kind of put those together into something that could run.
Jeff Montoya would be able to get it done in quick, fast enough.
I think it's kind of.
He takes a little bit of time.
I
to
say,
do
we might have
everything.
waited a little too late. I don't know about as far as approving it and everything before then, so I might just be able to do that. I could do that on my own.
Or maybe just pictures if we can't get it on
Like a slideshow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's also another possibility.
They should be done painting, I think, by next week.
Okay, yeah, I saw they got the
They got the
passenger car
colors.
and the red top.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
That took a couple. I watched the guy doing that. That one was a little bit. He had some trouble getting that paint to stick.
Oh.
The plaques are supposed to be here in the next 2 weeks, so we'll have
Okay.
those to get those posted. Did anybody find out a site?
I had asked, I don't know, I mentioned that on the waterworks building, that front right side, I
Yep.
guess closer to the walkway down there,
Mhm.
would probably be best. Probably either side would be okay, but I think that side, I don't know if maybe right next to the doorway,
Yeah,
or kind of right of the doorway, maybe.
that's what Derek had mentioned last time.
Closer to the walkway, yeah.
Yeah, like right there, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be the best spot. You could see it right when you're coming up to it.
Well, especially if they do end up using it for anything.
Yeah.
That was the goal
There's the
and
goal,
from
so
went to
that way-
council.
If you got people walking in, it's really easy to see. That's right. That'd be
That
good.
makes sense. As far as the train though, I don't know, I
I think
guess
we talked about a pillar.
pedestal or something.
A pedestal. I don't know why I
Yeah.
keep calling them pillars. I guess it's
Same thing.
on a pillar, but I talked to our maintenance guy and our building inspector is also a contractor, and he said there shouldn't be a problem with building something to put it on.
Okay,
No problem. Do we want it in the front on this end?
I think, yeah, the
Yeah.
front of the train, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I think inside the fence, between,
Yeah.
between the very front and, facing the same way the train is facing, basically, away from the train.
Okay, I can see if he can get it built. He should be able to get it built fairly quickly.
Okay. Cool, then I can get video and pictures and stuff before then.
What kind of refreshments are we looking at?
I don't know. I guess that was one of the opening questions. We could use that new hive that's there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Marty said that we could use that for catering. So I don't know if we have a budget. If we.
So we got some bad news on the budget. Every board and commission lost their budget this year, and that included what we had in reserves.
Oh, no.
But I have spoken to our new grant writer. She said she's looking to see if we can get a grant to provide us with a massive budget for us to cover plaques and outreach and anything that we would need.
So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
She's looking to see what we can find. She's hoping to get something to me by the end of the week. So we'll see if we can get something. We can pull from our city budget to cover things right now because I asked Cheryl about that because I said, well, we had money. And she's like, yeah, I understand that, but that was coming from the marijuana money.
Wasn't it already allocated to us?
It was supposed to be, but when they redid the budget this year, we weren't supposed to have any run over. I guess that was what was told to Chris originally. Not you, Chris, that was my position.
Yeah.
She never told me, and she never told you guys. It was never supposed to have ran over. It was supposed to be for the year, and then what you had left over, that was it. And then you'd have to redo your budget for the next year. But last year, they took all budget from everybody, and they didn't let us know that. That's why they were letting us cover the plaques that were already allocated, that we were going to be given out. That's already covered and taken care of. Refreshments, I was told that would be fine. We'll cover those too, so we should be able to cover anything for our events at the end of the month. Because we'd already talked about it, and it had already been
Yeah.
spoken of, so. But she said after this, we will have to find other alternatives. So that's why I reached out to Carrie right away to find out about getting grant money to get us covered. And plus, she's working on getting our survey covered. They were working on, that grant got released on October 1st to start applying for it. So we are already starting to work on that, so that we can get our survey covered for next year. Because we're gonna do a full survey, and this is gonna push our boundaries past the college, and we're gonna go towards the golf course, so we can get the golf course into historic boundaries. As well.
I think we got off course a little bit.
But the refreshments for
But
high.
the refreshments, do we have like an amount we can spend, or I guess I don't know.
As little as possible.
Yeah, but enough to get people,
Yeah.
I don't know, enough for like.
Do we
30
know,
people to
did
have-
Marty say how much did she?
I didn't get a menu. I can do that still, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, if we don't have money to approve, then
Well, like I said,
I don't know.
Cheryl said she would cover whatever in the end of
Okay.
October, so I
Okay.
told her that we had already planned an event, so.
Okay, I'll email Marty again.
So do we do an open budget? I'm not sure how to do this, because we're not gonna meet again until November.
So, I don't know, can we say
Just that
Like,
we already voted on
$200
having the
or
event,
something? I
so.
don't know.
Whatever seems good.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I really don't know what the pricing would be like. I'm guessing like, you know, if we maybe 30 people come through and like what, $5 a person, 150 maybe.
I don't know. They're so brand new. I don't even know what I know she's not that pricey because we've done.
I know they have like sliders and like small plate stuff. So
Yeah.
you probably just do like a charcuterie board or whatever.
That
and
might be a good
like
idea.
cheese and crackers and stuff like that. I mean, that would be. People like free food pretty much,
Yeah.
regardless of what it is. So, yeah.
They'll come in either way.
Because Krista does the hive, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I-
So she
she's-
often has like the things at the tea shop, like
Yeah.
the cookies and
Mhm.
things like that.
Oh yeah.
And I know we've done her. The city's used her for food before, so I don't think she's that like pricey.
Yeah. Well, I'll just email Marty
Yeah, we'll
tomorrow.
see.
Yeah.
And
Email and let's
get
see
a-
what she says. And I mean,
Like, see what we can do for.
maybe she'll cut us a deal since it's our building. We can hope.
Yeah. I meant to actually do a lot of things, but I was also going to try to go by the hive when they were open to see what they had and stuff.
Yeah, I
So,
haven't been in there
yeah.
since. I only went in when they were doing the construction. I haven't been in since they opened. And they
Right
just-
now it's like small plate stuff.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
so
That
Okay.
should be fine. We should be able
Yeah.
to. How many posters? You said 50 for
Oh.
yours,
yeah, that's plenty.
and what are we looking at for yours?
Yeah. Can we do like, I don't know, like, you know, 40 this size and then like 10
Of the big ones?
larger ones?
Okay. So you want like 11 by 17 like we did last time?
Yeah. That would be cool. Do we need to vote on the flyer at all, or I guess, or consider it, or any
I think it's good.
Yeah, I don't think
change?
we would need to vote on them because we'd already voted on doing the event, so I
Okay.
think that should
Yeah.
cover it.
Well, I guess just as far as any changes that might need to be made. I've looked at it a few times, but
I think it looks good.
Yeah, I think
okay.
we did a good job.
Cool. Then I'll send you a new file. Thanks. I'll send you a new version.
You're not gonna be like, well, I did nothing on this, so let me tear it apart.
Well, I just, you know, whatever.
And we still have landmarking pamphlets, so we can hand those
Okay,
out.
cool.
I still have some of those left.
I think that's everything on that. Were there any other questions or
No?
concerns or
I think
anything?
your
Okay.
plan sounds good.
Alrighty. Next item is discussion of the haunted building tour for Halloween.
Yeah, so we should be good to go. I put together a little poster flyer. I'm gonna get those posted and I'm gonna go around and pass them out to the local businesses, see if they can put them up.
I can take them to the schools.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. You know, give you a handful of them to pass out and get folks interested. The history tour or the history museum, so they would provide snacks and cider. And the education coordinator there said she was going to be getting a volunteer lined up to actually give the tour, and if she couldn't do that, then she was going to give the tour herself. So we should be good.
Awesome.
Yep.
I'll volunteer to help give tours.
Okay.
Mhm.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there, I think, probably this week and talk to her again, just to make sure that we've got everything ironed out, but otherwise we should be.
That's
Totally.
Marty, right? Or Margie?
No, I talked to a gal named Millie
Okay.
Duran, I think is her last name.
Yeah, Margie's the new director there, so.
Okay.
I
Cool.
think we're good.
Yeah. Just reach out, I guess, if you need anything or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I'll pass you guys if stuff.
Actually, I have like that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off work, so I can
Oh,
help with
nice.
stuff. So if you need anything during the day or whatever,
Okay, yep.
I should be able to help out.
And I'm off on Fridays now too, so.
Right on.
Okay then.
All right. Next is new business. There appears to be none. And then next item will be reports. Chairperson is not present.
You.
Oh, it's me, I guess, today. I don't have much of a report other than what I've already reported pretty much as far as working on this event. Any other reports from commissioners? Okay. From you, Tara?
When do you guys want me to have the posters ready for pickup for you guys?
Sometime next week.
Yeah, I mean, for the tour, I'd say as soon as you can.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
get
Since
that.
that one's this
I
month.
can get that one done by Friday if you guys want me. I can have them all ready by
Yeah, that'd be
Friday.
good because they're
Yeah.
the day after each other, So
Right.
yeah, it'd be good. Then we can also tag team as far as getting stuff up. You know what I mean? Like split them up and whatever. So,
Yep.
so next week sometime.
I'll have them by Friday
Okay.
or by this Friday. So no problem with getting them
Oh,
printed.
if there's something else we want to get printed, like I was mentioning, maybe something with stuff about the train and the.
Just send it over
Just
to
send it
me,
to you, okay.
and I can get them printed too.
I was thinking about like a half sheet, sort of two-sided half sheet thing.
Yeah. Probably bigger than the one we did for the landmarking, right? Because
Yeah, it's
that
like a
was
quarter-
really
it's a
more
quarter sheet.
difficult to.
Yeah, I was thinking like a half sheet, like that,
Yeah, no, I can do something that size.
Like,
Yeah,
Stuff on each side.
not a problem.
Is it an issue of cutting them? Is that what you're saying?
She said that she had issues just getting them to line up, and yeah, it was a difficulty on
It might have
cutting.
been the file I sent or something.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I can. These ones I think I can print here actually, because our printers, we got a new printer, so we got a pretty nice one now. These, and they don't have a lot of color, so I can print them here, no problem.
Okay.
And I can even do the big 11 by 17s.
There actually is a color version of this. It's just like kind of brown or whatever, like newsprint.
I think this looks good. It matches with his, with history and
Cool.
looks old fashioned.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
that should be. So yeah, I'll have them printed and ready to go by Friday if you guys want to come by and pick them up.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. But that was
Alright.
everything.
All right. Yep. And if there's nothing else, we will adjourn.